But the 100 men were actually all Captain Falcon.
They're not. You can't buff the humans.
You just buffed the gorilla.
I didn't buff
you
the
said
gorilla.
He was Donkey Kong.
I didn't say. Welcome back to another episode of the Hypothetically Speaking podcast. We're in a world full of very real problems. We only discuss the ones that don't exist. I'm Pierce.
I'm Autumn. Yes!
And isn't it so good to be back?
It's so good. It's so
I
good
think
to be back.
Business is good.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off today. I need to say something.
Say what you need to say. Whoa!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are no longer a school podcast. We say words like we say.
You know, sometimes you might hear me slip the word that.
Hey,
No. Hey, my bad.
I want ad revenue. I don't know what you're doing.
My bad. Okay.
I think you're getting a little excited.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you've been excused. Don't worry. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's been 2 years since we've been here.
It's not good to be back. It's great to be back.
And I think too, for the past 2 years, we've still had hypothetically speaking-esque conversations, just not recording them. So it's not like we're missing a beat. We're just back in the lab, back to bring some wonderful content for the people. And I'm excited.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what we're talking about today?
I'm thinking we might talk about some hypotheticals. We might talk about some things that may or may not be true. You know, we might discuss some opinions. We might discuss any number of things like that. But specifically, what I think that we're talking about today is why is the N in Nutella black and the rest of it is red? But that's just what I think that we should that's what I think that the topic's gonna be.
Is that real?
Yeah. The N in Nutella is black.
It's all the same
but the rest
color.
of it is red.
No?
No, if you look at the Nutella logo, the N is black and the rest of it's red.
What?
You see that? You see that?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. That's just
Why
how it is.
the N black?
Did you know the creator of Nutella died this year?
Why?
I don't know. Right?
I have a really.
Why? Did you just ask why?
I have a really bad habit. When anyone tells me that someone died, I always say why, and I don't understand. I think it's really horrible, and I gotta get it. I gotta get that together.
Hey, that's okay. Hey,
Yeah.
So anyways, that's just my guess. So what are we actually talking about?
What we are gonna talk about, it's a little older. It's a little bit older of a topic, but I was thinking on it the other day. I have my dreams, right? And
yeah,
I really want to officially, scientifically, and most important,
angrily.
Sure, we can go with biblically. Any sort of fancy word can describe the conversation we're going to have about 100 humans versus one gorilla.
Whoa. I did not see that hypothetical coming.
I wouldn't either.
That is a little bit of an old one. I feel like I'm a little bit of an expert, you know.
Yeah.
I've got the knowledge.
I was thinking this would be your wheelhouse, especially because you're the animal person. So I thought it'd be interesting to get your feedback on it. And I also thought that I'd probably make you really upset because I'd say many things that probably aren't true. But from the basis of 100 humans versus one gorilla, what's your take? Do humans stand any sort of chance?
Listen, I wouldn't mind. Like, I wouldn't mind if you get something wrong. Obviously, I might correct you, but
right.
At the end of the day, none of that matters.
Nothing matters
unless you think that the gorilla would win. If you think the gorilla would win, I'm sorry, that's gonna upset me. There's no way a gorilla wins against 100 people.
There's no way. I already completely disagree with you, and we're maybe 5 minutes in.
That's insane. Okay,
Why?
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
I'll let
Is
you
it the
go. Yeah,
is it the best of the best 100 people, or is it just like randomly selected people, like all the people in the world, 100 randomly selected people just pop into existence against
I
a
think
gorilla?
regardless, you could handcraft a list of your fighters out of all of humanity, or it could be a random sample, and the gorilla will win. I guarantee you that I think the gorilla won't go unscratched, but hand to hand combat, the gorilla wins.
All right. So imagine this.
Okay.
Imagine this. A gorilla is like it kind of depends on which gorilla it is, but the majority of the times they're multiple times stronger than humans. Their muscle mass is much bigger, and it could definitely kill a human, mutilate a human easily
Right.
without breaking a sweat.
Right.
Okay. And I believe it could do that to one, two, maybe three humans. But let me paint a picture for you. You are a gladiator.
Yeah.
You're one of the best, okay? And you are in the middle of a big coliseum, and your next battle is without a sword, without any weapons, without a shield. You have to fight off 100 feral toddlers or 100 feral 7-year-olds, okay?
Those are two
100
different
of them.
things.
A
Toddlers and
100 of them.
7-year-olds are night and day. But
All right.
yeah,
Well,
a
okay.
100.
Let's say like 5-year-olds, kindergartners, a
Okay, I
hundred
can middle
kindergartners,
ground. Sure.
and you don't know, are they all coming at you at once? Are they all coming at you in packs? How do you deal with 100 kindergartners? You might be able to fight some of them off. You might be able to fight off the first group of 10 or the second group of 10. But once you get to the third group of 10, and now all these kindergartners are coming after you, you're kind of tired. You just beat up two little tiny armies of kindergartners, right?
Gorilla's got adrenaline strength though. I know we're on gladiators, but if it's life and death, I think I could kill 100. Oh, I pause. Pause. Not me personally. I think
Hypothetically speaking,
hypothetically speaking, I think an individual human, standardly healthy male or female, or an individual human being that is of standard parameters, I guess we'll say standard height and weight and strength and health. I think that they could kill in life or death 100. I think they could do it. 105-year-olds, what are the 5-year-olds going to do? You were talking about strategy and packs. I don't even think that they know they're supposed to be fighting the one man.
you don't think that the children will understand that?
No.
Okay.
How would they understand that that's their goal? I think if you're in the Coliseum and you're ready for your next match, no weapons is the basis that
Hmm.
that's the playing ground. They open the gates and all of these 5-year-olds rush out. They don't know what they're doing. Who's gonna tell them? Like, do you think they have like a prompter at the beginning? He's like, this guy in gray, maul him. I don't think they'll know what to do.
Okay, what about this? You have a pistol and you have to go against 100 hunting dogs
Oh fuck. That's different.
because they know what they're doing, but you have a
Yeah,
pistol, so you can kill them. You can easily kill them, just like a gorilla can easily punch in the skull of a
right,
human. But how many humans becomes too much for that gorilla to handle? You might have a pistol, you might be able to just shoot them in their head and kill them right away. But if
right.
you got 100 of them coming at you at once, I mean, you only have one pistol. A gorilla only has two arms.
Have you ever played
You know
Call
what I
of Duty
mean?
Zombies?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I could kill 100. I think if I'm being strategic enough, if I'm getting low, call at the dogs. It's about efficiency. If you give me a pistol and 100 like how much distance is there between me and the dogs? Like how much time do I have from the dog starting at the Coliseum gate reaching me in the middle?
I don't know. Let's say like 30 seconds because they're
30?
sprinting.
Oh,
They're
30. I'm
sprinting.
killing all of them before they even sniff me. They would not
Okay,
get
well,
close to me.
I bet you didn't expect me to pull this one out of the hat, okay? But I did do a lot of research about this
About
whenever
shooting dogs?
no, about
Oh,
100 men versus a gorilla because
yeah. Okay.
this really was something I was interested
This
in
is
whenever it
ruffling
came
your
out.
feathers, and this is a surprise topic too.
Let me let me present this piece of information to you and maybe it'll change your mind.
Okay.
A gorilla can't punch.
What do you mean? Donkey
A
Kong.
gorilla doesn't have the coordination to throw a punch.
That's that's not true.
They can bite,
What's your source? They
they
can't
can bite
punch?
and they can flail their arms.
I don't think humans have the coordination. A standard human, I don't think they have the coordination to effectively punch a gorilla.
Why not?
Do you think you would be able to punch a gorilla and make it hurt?
I think a hunt. I think it wouldn't hurt, but I know I don't think it would hurt. Okay, but
Right.
at a certain point, after like tops 50 people, the gorilla is going to be on the ground. He's going to be done.
I don't think he'll be done.
His
It's
energy will
life
be
and
spent.
death. Because I think
Does
the gorilla won't understand. If you have 100 humans rushing at him, he's gonna be like, what the fuck's happening? I think the gorilla is scared at first. But when they start attacking and it can perceive that the humans are attacking, it's just gonna swing. I think gorilla strength, even if it's not a punch and they're just flailing their arms like crazy, that still hurts. I think you could kill
Mhm.
people with that.
Yeah. What about this? There's so many different ways that humans could win this, but here's one. A gorilla can flail and fight off humans. But imagine all 100 men going in at the gorilla at the same time and jumping on top of it and just dogpiling it. It only has so much strength.
Right.
You could suffocate the gorilla just by dogpiling on it.
I'll agree with you, but I think my big claim on the standard 100 men versus one gorilla debate is that won't happen because humans and mankind is too stupid and too frightened to do that. If you have 100 standard people, how are you deciding who goes first? Whoever goes first is going to die.
No, it
Even
doesn't
if the
have to. We don't
gorilla,
have to take turns. We don't have to take turns.
right? No, I
The
don't even
thing
mean
that's
taking
special about
turns.
the thing that's special about humans compared to gorillas is yeah, we might be terrified, but at the end of the day, it's life and death for the gorilla, it's life and death for us. And what we're going to do as 100 men is sit there and think about it. We're not just going to rush in and try to kill this guy. We have the ability to plan. We have the ability to plan, okay, these 5 people go in first, they die. These 5 people go in second, they die. These
That's
five
so
people go in
fucked.
third,
Imagine
they
being,
die. These
ima-
5 people go in fourth. And then the gorilla's so tired out, it's easy.
and
Everyone
then
else
you,
can start coming
and then
in, and
you
then you
run
just kill the
80.
gorilla easily.
I don't think I see your point. I don't think sending in five is gonna wear it down. I think it is breakfast to send in 5 humans if they're like brutally trying to attack this gorilla. Takes a couple swings and they're done. I think you'd have to send in more. But also, my point is, yeah, they have their strategy. They can take their training arc and have their do their cart. Are they training? Like
It could just be
whenever,
like some standard dudes. They don't even need to
right?
train.
Yeah, but like if you're putting them in this thing, are you giving them like 5 minutes to like when the Coliseum doors open? Wouldn't you think if a few humans attacked a gorilla, it would see red and try to fight everyone else? I don't think they'd have
No,
time. No?
no. Gorillas run out of energy really fast.
Why?
The way that they fight is like quick, fast motions with all their power.
Right. But think this. If it's 100 standard human beings, you said it yourself, they fight quick and they fight fast. You send in 5 standard human beings, they get maimed. They are done. Heads are on the floor, guts are everywhere, like skulls are decapitated. You
Mhm.
think after that the 95 people would want to go and fight them? I think they'd be too frightened. I think you have maybe 3 or 4 Billy badasses that don't understand how scary what they just interpreted was, or they just were exposed to was, and I think they'll be like, ah, light work, try and fight it, and they'll meet the same fate. But I think just the shock factor, gorillas, and that's a credit to humans. Gorillas aren't gonna understand that deep and mortifying of fear as a human would. And I think that alone is going to hinder the humans from making any solid dents on a gorilla.
If a gorilla saw 100 humans charging at it, the first thing it would think is, "I've got to get out of here."
It would flee.
I guarantee it would flee.
And then when it can't flee, though, it kills one person. And then the rest of the people are like, oh, I don't want that to be me. It's like
And then they
Squid Game.
get horrified, but at the end of the day, you've gotta I mean, it's either you or it's the gorilla.
Right. But like in
And there's 100 of you and there's only one gorilla.
one strong gorilla, because two, like, I think it's probably a bad example because I know it's like a fictional show. But in Squid Game, when they do what's the game called when they jump on the glass? I don't think I had a name. When they do
I
that
don't know.
game,
I know what you're talking about.
literally they started pausing. They have no, like, everyone sees the timer ticking down. The person at the front knows if I don't jump, I'll die. And they stalled for like 5 to 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
almost all of them. And not only that, they're selfish. They were literally killing each other. They and like what I haven't finished the new Squid Game season, but I saw part of it when they're like fighting back. They have a common enemy, but when they're put in such a quick situation and you need to come up with um instant gratification to your problem rather than trying to find a long-term solution, I think they're going to kill each other.
Yeah.
Even if the
Sure.
gorilla is tired, and I don't think
That
they'll understand that.
that might happen,
Right.
but on the other hand, you think gorillas have superpowers.
They do.
They
I've
don't.
seen them jerk off for long times.
Long periods of time,
Long
sure.
periods of time. You don't
Long periods
understand.
of times.
If he's
I've seen
swinging
lots
with
of
this,
monkeys do that. But
if
look,
he's swinging with this right hand, it's over.
what
There's
okay,
no
what
chance.
do you
There's
think
no
what
shot.
do you think is under the gorilla's belt?
The
let me just
belt.
hear what you think a gorilla can pull out of its sleeves in a battle against 100 people. Actually, in a battle against 5 people, how's that going to
Right.
go down? What's the gorilla going to do?
Okay. Humans are gonna approach it. I don't think if they're sending these first 5 humans, I'm assuming they're the weak links and they're like the bait, right? So
Sure.
I'm not saying that they're gonna be useless and it's gonna be a blowout, but they're sending in these 5 humans, no rhyme, no reason. They're just gonna be swinging. I think that gorilla won't typically. I think it'll be scared. I'll give you that. I think 5 humans very coordinated and running up to the gorilla and coordinated in their movements. I think that's terrifying. I think it's foreign. So it'd probably be scared. Once it's cornered and they're like punching it, that thing's just gonna swing. I think if I'm punching a gorilla and it swings like 180-degree swipe, I think I'm dead. I'm dead or
Yeah.
I'm not
Or
gonna
or
move
it
ever again
grabs
in my
you
life.
and rips your arms off.
You're If it can rip your arms off, we're done. It can
Okay,
rip
well,
you in
what if the
half.
5 people go up with the intent not to throw punches, but to dodge the gorilla and tire it
They're
out?
not dodging
Their
the
job is
gorilla.
their No, they
They
could. They
they're
could easily
not
because
dodging the gorilla.
a gorilla isn't built for precision. They're built to flail and they're built to charge.
Gorillas are smart though. Not all of them, but I think a
They're
gorilla
like as
eventually.
smart as a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old.
3-year-olds can grab objects and pick them up, and they could grab them like consistently. It's not like they're clumsy and they're not super coordinated. It's not super pretty, but like I don't see a lot of, especially when 3-year-olds play with their blocks a lot, they'll start picking it up better. It's practice. I think the gorilla will have that time to practice in their fight. And as it's swinging and getting into a rhythm and it has the adrenaline to keep going, I think we're cooked. If they can rip us apart, we're done. We're not dodging it. If it has the strength to rip us apart, it has the strength to have a strong enough arm wind up to hit us. We can't dodge that. An average human can't dodge that. Or I don't think an average human could dodge that.
I'm gonna throw another gorilla fact at you.
Okay, I'm listening.
A gorilla would not have the strategy to rip up one human and then go right to the next one.
Right, it would flail just
It
aimlessly.
might it would probably grab the human with precision. It probably wouldn't punch it with precision, but it could probably grab it pretty easily. Like just reach out and grab it, like flail its arms and grab it, rip it apart, but it's only going to be focusing on that one guy. It
Right,
doesn't have the ability to think about all 5 of them at once, let alone if you throw in 10 of them, 10 people. What a gorilla is going to do is whenever it's threatened, it's going to lock in on one person. It's going to look at one person and it's going to go and it's going to rip them up. That's how they function. They don't leap from one thing to the next. They don't one shot someone. They focus on one
they
person and
one tap them.
they can't one tap someone. That's just not something they can do.
I think
It
they
would
can.
take them at least like a minute to deal with one person.
You think it would take
And
them a minute to kill someone?
probably, probably,
Like,
because that person wouldn't die instantly. And the gorilla probably
right.
wouldn't back off until the person was fully dead.
I just thought of this. What's the terrain they're fighting on?
Let's just say a coliseum,
Right, so
flat
just like
terrain.
the flat, like rocky, sandy type of ground.
Yes, no
Is there any
advantage for either side.
no
It's just
structures? It's just ground.
it's just ground. No advantage for either side. There's no trees, which a gorilla probably wouldn't choose to climb a tree in that sort of situation
You don't. I was
anyways.
gonna say if you give them vines, you don't think a gorilla would win.
I don't think gorillas swing from vines.
Gorillas seem so lame now that you talk to me about them. I still think it wins because think. Okay, if it's flailing and it grabs one human, and the other four see this, and it's just beating the shit out of this one human, would you? If you're in this fight, are you gonna go stop that gorilla who's tearing apart one of your teammates? You're watching his limbs and his life be stripped away from him, quite literally. You're gonna go and fight him while he's focused on the one human?
What's the alternative?
Run
You're
away.
next.
No,
Run away from
whoa.
what? You're in a coliseum.
Won't prolong it. I no, I'm saying I know there's like two options. It's you fight him or you're next after you watch the one guy get fought. But you think that in life, you think that you would have the willpower to overcome that monstrosity that you're witnessing?
I would be
Throw punches.
horrified.
Yeah,
But
I
if we're
think you'd be
all
too scared to
working
move.
if we're all working with the idea that we're going to die and this is literally just a 100 men versus gorillas and all of us are like have accepted the fact that we might not win, I wouldn't care. I would just be like, I'm doing it for the good of the team. Like, let's say you have 100 marines that are
Okay,
willing to
I
sacrifice
think
their lives.
if it's 100 Marines, I think the gorilla dies at like 20 in.
Even if it's just regular humans, if they have the mindset that is, we're going to do this for the good of people and to prove that 100 men would beat gorillas,
Right.
if they have that mindset, easy. And even if they don't, a gorilla would get bored, it would get tired out, and the humans would just keep their distance and the gorilla would just keep its distance. But if we're talking about 100 men, fundamentally 100 men versus one gorilla, then you would have to assume that they wouldn't just stop fighting. It's
Okay.
a fight to the death. Both sides are thinking, I fight or I die.
You don't think subconsciously you'll stop? Your your amygdala is only so strong to give you that drunk kind of strength. I think if you witness that, I don't think you might be like, "Oh, I still got to fight. There's no other way around it." Like either I'm fighting the gorilla or I'm running away until it's my turn. I don't think you're putting 100% into your punches. I think you're terrified. And I think psychologically alone, especially in a generation where convenience is ultimately ending up hindering society as a whole, I think present day humans aren't going to be able to take it down simply because of the mind blocks that all of them will have.
I can agree with that, but at the end of the day, I don't think a gorilla could overcome all 100 people. If you're going to go in, if you're going to think if you're going to think that way to where, humans are scared of the gorilla. All 100 humans, by the way, or all 100 men, by the way,
Yeah,
all 100 men don't have the balls to fight this gorilla.
I wouldn't.
The gorilla's gonna not feel threatened, and it's gonna back off, and then it's a stalemate. But even if 25 or 30 out of the 100 men had the like raw rage and just like full bravery to kill that gorilla, I think even just 25 or 30 of them would
No
be enough
shot.
to kill the gorilla.
No shot. I'll agree
I
with you
definitely.
if you, let's say,
And and okay, the 25 or the 30 go in and they get the gorilla on the ground breathing really hard because it has nothing left. That's probably going to inspire the 75 or 70 other people to go beat up this gorilla while it's down.
right. How are you? What's the kill shot on a gorilla? Like, you're just,
Probably suffocation.
you just, yeah, I guess that'd be easiest. I feel like the raw, 100 people couldn't hold it down. I think it has the raw, uncontrolled, and untamed strength to knock off all of those people pinning it down. I don't think a
He
100
might
men are
be able
strong
to
enough.
knock them off, but we hit the ground and we get right back up and we run right back towards him. And he's going to be doing that for like 10 minutes, maybe. Cause I mean, all he's doing is swiping us off. We get back up, we go at him, we lay it on him, and he's doing that for like 10 or 20 minutes. Because remember, he's focused on one person, or he's focused on one person at a time. You go
Right.
at him with every single person, all 100 people, he's done for. He's gonna get so tired.
I don't think all of the humans get up every time. I think, okay, let's
Even
say
if
it's a
half of them
10.
get up all the time, we're talking about 50 people, 50 men.
I don't think 50 even get up. I think
I
if it's
think you're
10
not thinking
minutes,
about the scale of 100 men.
I think I am. I don't think one, two, three, four, five, six.
Are you counting
Yeah, I
men?
was, I was like, I took my
What's the average
hands,
weight of a man?
like 185 is my guess.
200 pounds in the United States. Multiply that by 100.
Okay, don't do it for me. I want to do it. I want to do it. 200 times 100. What, that'd be 20,000 pounds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, that's
The
fair.
average weight of an adult male gorilla is 300 to 500 pounds.
Right. And that's 300 to 500. I'll be optimistic.
Even the largest ones are about 600.
Right. So, okay, 100 humans is 40 times heavier collectively than one gorilla. But that works against the humans.
Does it?
If you have all of them on top of this gorilla trying to beat it up, trying to suffocate it, there's people getting trampled. If all 100 of them are going to town, because I agree, if you're feeling inspired, if 30 or 20 of these humans can get the gorilla down, if the other 70 are rushing in, they're freaking out. They aren't super coordinated or thinking all that clearly, honestly. People are getting trampled and you're ultimately hurting your own team. I think if 10 minutes goes by, honestly, you're suffering more human casualties from your own team. I feel like there'd be a lot of friendly fire,
Then go in like 5 or 10 people at a time.
but 5 or 10 people can't hold a gorilla down. What do you
Well,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
but 5 or 10 people can tire out a gorilla. If you have 25 people who are fully brave enough to go take down a gorilla, they will talk about it. They go in 5 people at a time. 5 of them go in first. They're focused on dodging, getting the gorilla really tired. The next 5 go in. They're focused on getting the gorilla really tired. The next 5 go in. And at that point, the gorilla's, he's done. There's nothing he can do. He'll probably still be like flailing his arms every once in a while, but you just get up behind that gorilla, put your arm around its neck, or step on its neck, push it to the ground, the gorilla dies. And then also, think about this. This is another thing.
okay,
A human can kick with about the same force as a gorilla can bite. And a gorilla has a really strong bite.
like
If you have,
adrenaline
if
strength kick or like an average kick?
average,
No,
average.
because if I kick someone in the shin, it won't. Okay, now I sound dumb. I was gonna say if I kick someone as hard as I can in the shin, their shin won't break, but I 100% believe I could shatter someone's shin by doing that.
You probably could. And now let's say you throw in 10 people at once. This
Right.
gorilla's focused on one person. You go up behind the gorilla and start kicking the crap out of him. He's going to be hurt. He's not made of steel. He's going to feel pain and he's going to start running away and he's going to start getting tired.
I thought gorilla
All
was
you have to do
tougher.
now is chase him down.
I thought
Oh,
like
gorillas are tough.
that's what
They
I
are
mean.
tough,
Even
but
if
they're
you're
not
kicking,
invincible.
I don't think they're invincible. I think it will kill 100 humans.
There's no way.
If you send in all 100, you open the gates and they're all fighting this one gorilla. I think the gorilla will win, but it will later die. I
I
don't think
don't
it's
I
not going
literally
unscathed.
I literally don't even think a gorilla would be able to pull together the energy to kill 100 men if they all lined up for him.
If it's life or death, I think it could.
It wouldn't. I'm saying like if you were lined up in a line of 100 people in front of a gorilla and the gorilla had free range to kill all of them, it was a feral gorilla.
Right.
It wouldn't be able to get through all 100 without being tired and probably falling to the ground.
I
It
think
could
it
it could
could.
spend every last bit of its energy and it would probably get through like 30
No.
tops.
No. What are you
And at that
feeding
point
these
the rest of the people
humans?
die.
These
It's not what you're feeding the humans, it's the fact that you think a gorilla like has this unlimited amount of energy.
if it's life or death, they do crazy things. Humans do crazy things.
Let's go back to the toddlers. It's you versus 100 toddlers. How much energy do you think you would be able to have if they all came in 5 at a time? You'd have to deal with 20 waves of 5 toddlers.
Are the toddlers like punching me?
Yes, they're fighting you the same way a human would run up to a gorilla and fight it. A toddler
The
might be
toddler-
weaker than you. It's like like a 5-year-old kindergartner, right? It might be weaker than you, but it's a lot of 5-year-olds.
I'm imagining like after the episode, I'm like, I'm gonna prove it. Like walking into a
No,
kindergarten class, and you
no.
just start like
You
it's just
record it on a GoPro and you're like, "Hey, yo, check this."
the
This is for all
action
the
cam.
haters that think it can't happen.
If the fan base flames me, I might 20K likes and I'll go fight a kindergarten class to the
Five year
death.
olds, 5-year-olds with the mindset of a grown man.
That's not fair.
Why not?
Why do they have the mindset of a grown man? You,
Because it's the same situation. A gorilla has the mindset of a 3-year-old. It's unfair that you're like 10 times you're an equal smartness as they are. It's unfair that you have the same mental capacity as those little kids do. They're weaker than you, lots weaker. but it's unfair that you have the same mental capacity and strength that they do. No, you don't have the same strength that they do. You have much stronger strength.
I
A
think,
hundred, 105-year-olds. They're super weak. They have no muscles,
but they
but
have
they're
the
all
mindset
attacking you,
of a
and they have the mindset of a grown man,
I
or
could
the
kill all I
mindset
could
of
kill
you
all of
at
them.
your age.
But
No, you couldn't.
I have my mental capacity still. Like we're all grown men.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
can kill him. Pick one up, slam it on the ground. Pick one up, slam it on it. I don't have to kill all of them right away. I need to hurt them bad enough where they can't move. I'm look,
Okay.
take pick up one toddler, slam it, done. Do that to 100 of them. When the first one's being able to get up, whether it's concussed or what, then I just kill it. You weaken all of them.
Yeah, because you have the smarts to do that. Now let's go back to the gorillas. You have 100 men
Mm,
with the brains of grown men, and you have one gorilla with the mind of a 5-year-old.
mm.
It's a beast. It's so strong, but it has the mind of a 5-year-old. See what I'm getting at?
I getcha. I think I getcha.
A gorilla dies
I st-
against 100 men. Oh my god, that's a big number.
you're getting to me, and I'll be. I can admit that I don't think 30 can take it down. I think it gets to 80 or 90. I think
80.
I think if all of these people are fighting the gorilla and they not all immediately, I think all 100 are putting in their effort. They fight the gorilla. Sure, they kill him. A vast majority, 90, at least 90, like 80 to 90 of those people leave that arena and they die later. They're paralyzed or they die. Imagine humans are fragile. If it has that much strength and it takes a massive swing, it hits all five people. I think they're paralyzed. Like, I don't think they're dodging the punch. Okay, never mind. I disagree with you again. They're killing us. Not even right away. I get they don't have the mental capacity of a grown man, and it's a little different with the toddlers because I'm strategizing, pick them up and slam them, and then finish
It's
the
not even
job
just that.
later.
How long before you think that they get tired?
The humans or the gorilla?
The gorilla, the
I think
one gorilla.
the humans get tired too.
Yeah, but there's 100 of them.
That is a lot
You
of
know,
people.
there's 100 versus what? The gorilla's energy for the. Do you think the gorilla outlasts 100 people's energy? How much energy do you think a gorilla has?
I
Do you
think
think a gorilla outlasts 30 people's energy?
yes, definitely. Without a doubt.
How much energy do you think they have? They eat plants. They don't even eat
It's
meat.
right from the sun. I thought, oh man, I'm gonna say science. I haven't been to school in 2 years. Um, bro, this isn't fair. This is like on Jubilee when they send like professional debaters to like debate like high schoolers, and they have a degree in what they're debating in, and they understand it. I'm debating someone who's majoring in
Wildlife
right,
biology.
and I'm gonna talk about something scientific. Okay, hold on, bear with me. I got this.
Hit me with it.
Look,
Hit me with it.
the sun's energy is 100%, right? I forgot the term for it, so I'm not gonna try. Is
Okay.
100%, right? Photosynthesis converts it for the plants, and it's 10% of that energy. The gorillas are eating 10% of the sun's energy. All of those humans, I guarantee you, are not strictly eating plants. Maybe one of them. They are not strictly eating plants. If you're eating primarily meat, or God forbid, most of these people are eating processed foods, that is what, 1% or even less than that. I think the gorilla outlasts all of them. Wait, but what's the gorilla? What's the gorilla's diet before they fight? Are they prepping this gorilla or we're
Normal.
just taking
It could be an average gorilla. It could be the most goaded gorilla in the whole world. I
let's
don't
go
think it
with
gets through
let's
30
go with
people.
goaded. It had it had peak. It had a nice Caesar salad with a beautiful dressing, Crispos croutons, boom, ready to go. That gorilla is stacked. Its personal chef made it the most wonderful meal because he knew that he was gonna go fight 100 humans and win. That's
No,
more,
it doesn't.
that's purer energy than the people.
The gorilla doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying the gorilla knows. The chef knows. The chef's like, oh man, like
The chef that's feeding the gorilla, you mean, like preparing it for the gladiator match?
yeah, because he's like, ah man, like he has that big
He's on the
match
gorilla's
today.
side.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. He's preparing him this beautiful feast of all the plants that the gorilla loves to eat. Not only that it
And the
loves to
chef
eat,
for the humans isn't.
why do the
The
humans get
chef
a
for the
chef? The
Why does
humans,
the gorilla get a chef?
I think that's fair. You got to balance it. If the
Why can't they
humans,
just pick why can't they just pick a gorilla out of the forest?
yeah, I guess for it to be fair, you random sample the gorilla and the humans.
You
Okay.
can't just like say the gorilla gets like a strength potion and the humans don't. Yeah, yeah, it's 100 humans and the gorilla has superpowers, but the gorilla wins naturally,
Okay,
naturally.
okay,
But
okay.
the gorilla can fly
I
and
didn't
is Mr.
I
Incredible.
didn't say that. I was just
You
thinking
might as well have. Why is the gorilla buffed and the humans aren't?
he's not buffed, he just had a good meal.
Well, then the humans should have had a good meal too.
What
They
would
should
the
have a chef making
what
them a good meal.
what do you think the human chef would make the humans?
I don't know. Something that gets you a lot of protein.
They aren't eating that.
Probably like, probably like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know what you eat before you do something epic.
What like me?
Sunny side up eggs.
No,
Fucking
you. I I
steak.
think okay, personal chef makes that. All of them are eating that shit. Humans are picky. We're picky eaters. The gorilla don't know better. The gorilla is just gonna eat whatever you put in front of it. If we go with that buff and the humans get this super epic, amazing meal to eat, I bet you half of them aren't gonna eat it or they're not gonna finish it. Something that would give them pure energy and give them the capacity to go and fight this gorilla to their full potential, even though it's life or death, and they understand that, they know the stakes. I guarantee you they're not having the willpower to get over the taste or whatever might hinder them from liking it.
Mm-hmm.
But even without that buff, if the standard nature gorilla is eating leaves and eating these plants that derive directly from the sun, and they're not directly getting their energy from the sun, but they're getting as close to, was I right? Like I'm not spitting bullshit.
Uh, kind, kind of. Saying that a gorilla eating plants gives it more energy than a human that can also eat plants doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of just like a
No,
useless
but if
point.
it's a random sample, how many of those humans are eating plants? On average, how many of them are eating healthy? Like, if we're random sampling it, we're taking them both out of a random day. I bet you 95% of those people were at Popeyes.
But like it doesn't just give you more energy.
But I thought like because carnivores have to
It
eat
just
for
means that you don't need to eat as much, I'm pretty sure. That might be
gotcha.
backwards.
No, I think I get
I
what
don't
you mean.
know.
Like the gorilla, the human compensates for it by eating a higher quantity of their food because it's not as much energy. Or a gorilla can munch on one little leaf and be ready to go. Imagine what if the gorilla has leaves like an item? It can just like stamina boost and it keeps going.
Uh-huh. I don't even think that it having a hearty meal in the middle of battle would really, I don't think that would help it that much. It's not like it has it that's not how it works.
Hear me out. Give the gorilla a timeout and it wins. It gets one timeout and one intermission. They get to sleep.
It gets like one break
Yeah, it gets
and the humans do too.
yeah, yeah, because that'd be fair. But give
Actually,
it
screw all this. 100 men versus a gorilla.
right.
Not not like not like They don't get like a special meal. They don't get a break.
Right.
It's a death match.
I thought you were talking about strategy and it gave me the perception of like
Because
boxers.
humans have the capability to strategize.
I was getting the impression that it's like boxing, yeah. Where like they get they're
The
like
humans might not even have to talk to each other. They could probably just like nod at each other and know what to do. Want to hear a fun fact?
okay,
It might
about
kind of put things
humans.
into perspective for you.
Sure.
Just about animals.
Okay.
Because you seem to think that a gorilla has the energy to beat 80 humans somehow.
100 humans. I'm back to that.
100 humans.
100.
Okay. Let me throw in a fact about animals. About a different animal than a gorilla, but it kind of puts it into perspective because anyone who thinks a gorilla can beat 100 humans without stopping, because there's no breaks, the humans won't take a break.
Right.
So the gorilla won't be able to take a break. Needs to understand that animals don't have that much endurance. You could watch a Mr. Beast video, okay? The
Okay.
Mr. Beast video where they raced a cheetah in a Lamborghini. Okay.
That's so messed up, bro.
And the Lamborghini won, but that's besides the point. The length that they were running was like not long at all
Wait, how'd they get the
because
cheetah to do that?
I don't know.
They were just like,
I
yo,
have no idea. It was
yo,
probably
let's
a trained
race. And the
cheetah.
cheetah was like, okay.
But like it was a short distance because a human okay, a cheetah runs out of energy really fast. So, you're probably not going to believe this, but a random human in a decent shape could easily beat a cheetah in a 10K race.
I believe that because of the distance, because the human can pace itself. But if the
So
gorilla,
why don't you believe it
the
that
humans aren't gonna
that
pace
100 humans
themselves.
can pace
They're
themselves?
not going to.
Why wouldn't
I
they?
guarantee you, because they're scared. I think my perspective always comes from a psychological standpoint. If it's life and death, I don't think they're gonna have the rationale to start pacing themselves. I think they're trying to get out of there as fast as they can.
Now we're getting back to stalemate position. The gorilla would have the same mental, like the same idea.
Of what? Like,
It's not going to want to fight 100 humans.
right. And the humans don't. What if they're just friends?
Then no one wins.
What if you put those humans in the Coliseum, you open the doors, and these humans run up to the gorilla, and the gorilla runs. And they're cornering him. And the gorilla goes, okay, got a family at home, and I can see them if I just see through this. And he turns around, and the humans stop. And one human outstretches his hand. And he's like, I don't want to fight. I, I don't want to fight you. The people that put me in here, I don't want to fight. He outstretches his hand, and the gorilla reaches for the hand, and then it tears it apart, and then all the humans are in this corner right here, and the gorilla does the DK up the DK special. It just starts tornado spinning, and all of them die.
All of them.
All
All
of them die.
100.
All 100
All
die.
right, listen.
Have you seen DK Uppy? Is your
I
DK an
have.
Elite Smash, Autumn?
No.
Then listen to me.
I'm horrible at Smash. You saw me play that.
A DK up B can reach from, let's say we're playing Battlefield, small Battlefield standard length. It can reach from ledge all the way to the middle, a little past that. For that final punch, a little past that. It does up B, boom. Maybe not 100, maybe 70. The rest of them are furious. They came to this peace treaty and the gorillas acting like that. They aren't taking that disrespect. They're going to go run in, boom, down B, start slamming the ground, and they all die.
But
Okay.
the 100 men were actually all Captain Falcon.
They're not. You can't buff the humans.
You just buffed the gorilla.
I didn't buff
you
the
said
gorilla.
he was Donkey Kong.
I didn't say he was Donkey Kong. Look.
Well, how come he can do things that only Donkey Kong can do and a gorilla can't do?
A gorilla can. Have you seen a gorilla do it? Okay, if there
What?
Autumn, there is $100,000 in pure hard cold cash sitting on my desk. Do you believe me?
No.
Okay. There is my phone is sitting on my desk. It's next to my mouse pad. Do you believe me? But
Yes.
you can't see it. So how do you know it
Because one thing
exists?
is rational and another thing is
Have you
not rational.
seen a gorilla perform DK fighting moves?
I have not.
Because why? When a camera is pointed at it, why would it reveal its hand? Why would a gorilla see a camera for a nature documentary and go, let me flex on these motherfuckers? No, it knows. Gorillas have TikTok and they're seeing this and they're like, oh, they want to fight? Okay, let me lure them into a false sense of security. You have your facts and you have all these things they've measured, but that's what they want you to believe. You're sitting here and slandering the name of these gorillas, slandering DK, slandering Gorilla
Wait,
Kind. You're slandering all of them, and you just fell into their trap. We've
no, no.
spent this podcast talking about how gorillas don't have the energy, they don't have the coordination, they don't have any of
What?
this. But guess what? You are part of the 100.
Oh.
And tomorrow, you are going to fight one gorilla. And this isn't even a podcast, Autumn.
Oh,
I don't care to win an argument with you. I care about
oh,
you. You are one of my best friends in the entire world, and I would hate to see you go in here with all of your quote unquote facts and say that, guys, this gorilla has got nothing on us. Just wait. You're even going to go, huh, let's just peace treaty. This is dumb. We already know what'll happen. You're going to outstretch your hand, and you know what's going to happen?
he's gonna flip it off. No, no,
Or, yeah, maybe he jerk off. Do you think DK jerks off?
no. He didn't have a penis.
No?
Have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
It's not there. It's not there. I played Donkey Kong Bonanza.
If you can't
He didn't
see
have
my
one.
phone on my desk, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So if you haven't seen it,
All right, look, listen. The point you made about gorillas having a private chef and the point you made about gorillas having secret abilities that nobody can see and that nobody's ever recorded or documented ever. They really genuinely kind of like turned a light on in my brain.
okay.
Because what if? Because like who knows?
That's
You know
what
what I mean?
dude, that's
You
what
put a
I'm
hundred you put
saying.
100 people versus a gorilla, who knows what that gorilla does?
That's what I'm
That
saying.
gorilla might sprout wings out of its back. We don't know. We've never seen a gorilla do that.
Because
But
it's never
all of a
been
sudden,
tested.
you're in there with the gorilla. All of a sudden, it has wings. All of a sudden, its fingers turn into guns. You're done.
That's what
You're
I'm
done.
saying. We've
We don't know
never
that a gorilla.
we've never pushed it to the limit where it'd have to do that.
Yeah, we've never put 100 men versus a gorilla. That's never happened before. We don't know what it would
But
do.
we should.
So I can say things like it's impossible for it to punch. It has the brain capacity of a 5-year-old. It would run out of energy by the 10th person that it has to fight.
Right.
I could say all these things, but we don't know that. That's all hypothetical. That's all alleged.
I think what we should do is start a GoFundMe and raise some money and awareness for this event. We're gonna get 100 people that are willing, and this is for science.
And a gorilla that's unwilling.
Um, we could ask the gorilla
Okay.
who.
Put our hand out to it and just like,
No, I'm scared of that. I think we put him
oh, okay.
in like.
Okay.
Wait, I don't even know what we'd put him in. I was gonna
We
say
like throw a bola at him, tie him up, and just be like, "Hey, do you want to fight 100 men?"
Why Ebola? That's so. What is that stray that the gorilla's catching? Like, no, like
Like, did you hear Ebola, or do you know what I'm talking about?
What's Ebola's
B
the
O A Bolas, bola. It's like a string with two
Oh, I
rocks
thought you
attached to it,
said
and you throw it, and it
Ebola.
like no,
I
no.
was like, what's
You
wrong
bola
with
the
you?
you bola the gorilla, and then you say, "Hey, you want to fight 100 men?"
I think
And then it's like, "Yeah, man."
I, dude, I like it. But again, what if it's like strong enough and like it breaks it and then we just die? I think we FaceTime. Let's
Oh
FaceTime like the
yes, yes.
Let's
The San
FaceTime the
Diego
San Diego
Zoo.
Zoo and be like, they're like,
Hey, put me on with the
how can
gorillas.
I help you? I'm like, gorillas. We need them. And they put the phone in the thing. And the gorillas pull up and they're acting normal, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
we have to call when the zoo's about to close. And then the
Yes.
zoo's closed and it's just us. It's just us with that gorilla. Even the night guard has gone home.
And then the gorilla walks in.
Yeah, and the girl's like, what are we talking about, boys? And we're like, look, you've heard 100 men versus one gorilla, right? And they're like, oh,
Mhm.
this ruffles my feathers. And I'm like, why don't you just prove to the world what you can do? What's stopping you? And it's like, you know what? I just might. I just might put to rest all these rumors that are hurting us.
Yes.
And then we get our GoFundMe. We get the humans in, and then we have them go.
Yes. Okay. I may have been a human stand at the beginning, but
Yeah,
I'm a neither stand now. I don't think either of them would win until I see it happen.
right.
Okay. The only way we can settle this debate, the only way that we can know for sure if 100 men can beat one gorilla is to put them together and make them fight. I can say all these facts. I can say all these facts. I can talk about how much better 100 men are. But it doesn't
It
matter.
never matters. Nothing.
Maybe we are the only timeline in existence where one gorilla could win. There's
Whoa.
there's infinite timelines. That means one of them a gorilla has to win in. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's ours.
Who's to say that it's not ours?
I've
You know
never
what I mean?
felt so passionately about something, and there has to be a reason. There has to
We
be a
need
reason.
this fight. We need this fight.
What does that like genuinely say about animals as a whole, though? There's probably so much that we don't know about all these different species. Kind of like how we've only what's the statistic? How much of the ocean have we discovered? It's something
I
like
don't know.
scary low, like 3% or something. Medusa, like ocean Medusa, could exist if you really think about it.
About 20% of the ocean has been explored.
There is Kraken sea monsters could be in that 80% or
Yeah.
aliens. But you can't disprove that because you haven't seen it. What if, wait, I might side with you now. Because what if one of the humans, no, look, what if one of the humans that we put in there has been hiding their true powers for the whole time? What if, what if we put Homelander in there and we don't even realize? But what if no? Because the gorilla could beat home. DK. Do you think DK beats Homelander in a fight?
No.
I don't know why I said that because I didn't even think DK could beat Homelander in a fight. I don't know.
But then all 100 humans could have secret powers that they've never told anyone about. But maybe the gorillas is better. That's why this fight needs to happen.
Right.
We need to put 100 people versus a gorilla. It needs to happen right now, Pierce. It needs to happen. And the outro music is made by Nathan Moglen. Hypothetically Speaking has been brought to you by Pierce Martin. Starring Pierce Martin and Adam Rogers. Leander ISD not included.